start example 4 of exercise 3.5 of chapter 3 pair of linear equations in two variables, math standard 10, English medium part 11. So in example 4 there are 5 sub-examples and they say that form pair of linear equations and then solve it by any algebraic method. Means you may solve it by graphical method, elimination method, substitution method or cross multiplication method. Any method, if solution exists then solve it by any method. So I take first example. In that I read the sum. A part of monthly hostel charges is fixed and the remaining depends on the number of days one has taken food in the mess. When a student A takes food for 20 days, she has to pay ₹1,000 as hostel charges, whereas a student B who takes food for 26 days pays ₹1,180 as hostel charges. Find the fixed charges and the cost of food per day. So last statement, find the fixed charges and the cost of food per day. So you have to write heading first hostel. Let ₹X be the fixed charge. Fixed charges. And ₹Y be the cost of food per day. So very important thing in this sum is which method you have to take X and for which method you have to take Y value. That is the important thing, and we can select X and Y from the last statement. Okay, so there are two students. So I write for student A. For student A, they say that for student A takes food for how many days? 20 days. And she has to pay ₹1,000. So here number of days for food is equal to 20 days. Okay, and she pays how many rupees? She pays ₹1,000 for hostel charges. So total charges is equal to ₹1,000. They say, okay. Therefore, equation becomes as follows. So there are fixed charge, that is X plus Y rupees charge for per day. So she takes food how many days? 20 days. So Y, how many times? 20 times. So 20 times Y rupees. And that is equal to total charge is given ₹1,000. So this is the equation 1. And likewise you have to make for student B. For student B, number of days for food is equal to, again I see in the book, 26 days. And you have to also read the sum from book. Question must be understand, otherwise you can't. So number of days for food is 26 days. Total charges is equal to ₹1,180. He has paid. Okay, total charges. So equation become as follow. X is the fixed charge, and now food for 1 day, how many charge? Y rupees. So 26 days he has taken food. So y, how many times? 26 times. So 26y is equal to 1180. This is equation number 2. See all of it. So I make two equations, first and second, and now you have to solve by any algebraic method. And here you see x is eliminated very easily, so I apply which method? Elimination method. So after this you have to write solving equation 1 and 2 by which method? Elimination method. So here you write solving equation 1 and equation 2 by elimination method. So first equation, x plus 20y is equal to 1000, and second equation, x plus 26y is equal to 1180. And now I change the sign. Okay, so x is eliminated very easily, so don't try to make coefficient of y and don't try to eliminate y, it takes time. Okay, so easiest way is what? X is easily eliminated. Only you have to change the sign. See, both are positive, so I take negative here, plus become minus, plus become minus. Minus 26, so minus 6y is equal to minus 180. See. Okay, so therefore y is equal to minus 180 upon minus 6. So minus minus plus, so it is equal to 30. So the charge per day for food is 30 rupees, because why? I have assumed for charge for food per day. Okay, now substituting y equal to 30 in equation x plus 20y is equal to 1000, and therefore x plus 20 into 30 is equal to 1000, and therefore x is equal to 1000 minus 600, and that is equal to 400. So what is the value of x? 400, and what is the value of y? Put in box. Okay, so this way I obtain the solution, and at last you have to write answer. Answer: the fixed charge of hostel is rupees 400, fixed charge, and the charge for food per day is rupees 30. That you have to write at last. This way I completed first example. To make equation, it is very important thing. If you make equation wrong, then you will not get the answer. So to form the equation, that is very important thing in the sum. Okay, so this way I have completed first sum. Okay, and if you want to verify, 1 minute, just I put the value. Okay, so that my answer is wrong or right. 400 and y is 30, 30 into 20, 600. So 600 plus 400, 1000. Yes, my answer is right. If you put here, then also it satisfies. So this way you have to verify your answer is wrong or right. Second sum, I read. A fraction becomes 1 upon 3 when 1 is subtracted from the numerator, and it becomes 1 upon 4 when 8 is added to its denominator. Find the fraction. Last statement, find the fraction. So I write, let x upon y be the required fraction. required fraction. So x is called numerator and y is called denominator. So this way you have to assume. Your answer will be when you find value of x and y, you put like this, then it becomes fraction. Okay. So given information says that a fraction becomes 1 upon 3 when 1 is subtracted from numerator. So this information you have to write like this. From given information, equations become as follows. Number 1, fraction become 1 upon 3 when 1 is subtracted from numerator. So numerator is x. So 1 is subtracted from numerator and it numerator only. And it becomes okay 1 upon 4. Y remain as it is. Then you get this type of equation. If you simplify this, then 3 multiply to x. 3 1 ja 3 minus 3. Y 1 ja y. Do cross multiplication. And then you write in this way 3x minus y is equal to 3. Minus 3 goes on this side. So equation number 1 I obtained like this. Second, it becomes 1 upon 4 when 8 is added to its denominator. Denominator when 8 is added in denominator. Okay, find the fraction. So do here cross multiplication. 4x is equal to y plus 8. And therefore 4x minus y is equal to 8. Y you take on this side. So second equation I obtain like this. Okay. And if you solve this 1 and 2 by elimination method, because see y same, coefficient of y and y same, so easily y can be eliminated. You may apply cross multiplication whatever, but here I apply elimination method. So after this you write solving equation 1 and 2 by elimination method. So I write first equation. You write solving equation 1 and 2 by elimination method. So now I change the sign. Because both are negative, so I change the sign so that y cancel and minus x is equal to minus 5. Therefore x equal to 5. And substituting this value in any equation, I substitute in equation 1. Okay. So after this you write substituting x equal to 5 in equation 1. Here you write. And then you write first equation 3x minus y is equal to 3. 3 into 5 minus y equal to 3. And therefore y equal to 15 minus 3, that is 12. See, minus y goes on this side, so it becomes y, but I have written here. So y equal to 15 minus 3, I have written on this side. So y equal to 12. So this way I have obtained, and this is not the answer. Don't believe like this. At last you have first assume that let x upon y be the required fraction. So answer is what? The required fraction is x upon y, that is 5 upon 12. This is the required fraction. This is the answer. Okay. So now this way I have finished this one. Now third one. Third one. Yes scored 40 marks in a test, getting 3 marks for each right answer and losing 1 mark for each wrong answer. Third, 4 marks being awarded for each correct answer and 2 marks being deducted for each incorrect answer. Then yes would have scored 50 marks. So instead of this, you have to change the sum. Instead of yes, you have to write Hud. Hud would have scored 50 marks. This is wrong in sum because yes already scored 40 marks and Hud now here you have to write Hud would have scored 50 marks. How many questions were there in the test? That means you have to find total number of questions in the test. There is test. Okay. The correct answer for yes, I write here for yes. Yes, test is there. If you do correctly and wrong, correct, then how many marks is allotted for one question? Right answer 3 marks. And if it is wrong, then you lose 1 mark, means negative mark, -1 for each wrong answer. Clear? So here for yes you have to write test and you have to write rate. X be the number of correct answer. Correct answers and Y be the number of wrong answers. There is a case you have to find total number of questions, that means x plus y. If you find x and y, if you do addition of these two, then you get total number of questions. And out of that total number of questions, how many correct, how many wrong, that I have denoted. Okay. Now, one question right, then you get 3 marks. So there are x questions. Yes has done correctly. So therefore equation become 3x. X, 3, how many times? X times. 3x and y. Here don't put plus and because negative marking is there. If wrong answer, so how many number of wrong answer? Y. So y, how many times? Means -1, how many times? Y times. So -1. And yes get how many marks? 40 marks. In exam, see in textbook they have said that yes get overall 40 marks after doing this type of calculation. So this is equation number 1. Now second boy is Hud. For Hud there is a test and they have said us if answer is right and wrong. Answer is right, then Hud gets how many marks? 4 marks for each correct answer. And lost 2 marks, -2 for each wrong answer. So here see different thing. Here 3 marks for correct answer. Here 4 marks. Here -1. Here -2. If we do wrong. If we do wrong answer, then he lost -2 marks. So therefore, and total marks is given 50. So therefore, equation become 4x - 2y is equal to 50. Okay. Here you write total marks is equal to 40, and here total marks and see all the terms are even, so divide it by 2 so that it becomes reduced. 2x minus y is equal to 25. Second equation. And solve 1 and 2 by which method? Elimination method, because here y is already eliminated. So write solving equation 1 and 2 by elimination method. That you have to write. Okay. 2x minus y is equal to 25. Now change the sign. y eliminated, x equal to 15. So as number of correct answer is 15 for both. Okay, and 15 is a 45. Now I want to find y. So substituting this value in equation 2. You have to write, okay, substituting x equal to. So y equal to y goes on this side. So 2x, but I write here. It goes on this side and 2x minus 25. That is equal to 2 into 15 minus 25. 30 minus 25 is 5. So y equal to 5. So 5 wrong answer. So both has 5 wrong answer and 15 correct answer. And if you put here, then see 15 is 45 minus 5 is 40 or not. Our answer is correct. Here 15 to the 30 minus 5 is 25 or not. So our answer is correct because it satisfies both the equation. And at last you have to write the number of correct answer are 15 and number of wrong answers are 5 for both. So this is also important example. All are important example, but you have to do more practice for these sums. Now next question is fourth one. I read the question. Places A and B are 100 kilometers apart on the highway. So there are two places. Highway, there is highway and here is place A and place B. Okay? And one car starts from A. Car number 1 starts from A. And car number 2 starts from B. So this is car 1 and car 2. Both starts. And they say that if the cars travels in the same direction, means car travel in this direction, same direction, this car starts from this. At different speeds, they have different speeds, they meet in 5 hours. 5 કલાક પછી મળે બંને. એટલે 5 hours they travel and after 5 hours once they need, we also travel 5 hours and suppose this is the C place at which both meet. બંને મળે છે. Okay. What are the speeds of two cars? If they travel towards each other, there are two situations. In same direction, in opposite direction they travel 1 hour. What are the speeds of two cars? Last statement is very important and the distance between two places is given 100 kilometers. 100 kilometers distance between two places. So last statement, we have to find speeds of both the cars. So we write, what is the unit of speed? Kilometer per hour. Let x be the x kilometer per hour be the speed of car A, car 1, and y kilometer per hour be the speed of car 2. Here, from last statement, I take variable x and y. Now, this is first case, same direction. A travel on this direction, car 1 travel in this direction, car 2. Both has same direction, so I write in same direction. Car A travels how many distance? For that you have to write the speed is equal to distance upon time. In science you learn this formula, speed is equal to distance upon time. So I want to find distance travelled by car 1 and distance travelled by car 2 at B. Okay. So distance is equal to cross multiplication, speed into time, that is s multiplied by t. This is not 5. S, speed multiplied by time. This is the formula. So here for car 1, speed is x kilometer per hour, time is 5 hours. Okay, so here you have to write time is equal to 5 hours. So for car 1, distance is equal to car 1 distance is equal to AC. It travels how many distance? From A to C. Both cars meet at C points. So it travels from A to C. So AC is the distance is equal to speed of car 1 is x kilometer per hour and time is 5 hours. So 5x kilometer it travels. And for car 2 also starts from B place and it travels B to C. And time is also 5 hours for both cars travel 5 hours and they meet at point C. So for car 2 distance is equal to BC from B to C. And speed of car 2 is what? Y kilometer per hour. And 5 hours it travels, so 5y is the distance. This distance is 5y. And all this distance is 5x. Okay? So now you have to form the equation. And they say distance between these two places, A and B place is 100 kilometers. That means what? You have to write equation AB is equal to AC minus BC. Are you agree this? Because we know AB 100. So AB, this much distance is equal to whole distance A to C minus BC. So you get one equation C. 100 is equal to 5x minus 5y. I substitute the value of AC and BC. 5x minus 5y. This is the equation. And if you divide all the terms by 5, then you get x minus y is equal to 20. Equation number 1. I divide all the terms by 5, 25 is 100, so x minus, this is the first equation. And now I take second case, if they travel in opposite direction. So again I draw second figure. You have to draw two figures. Now A car is car 1 at place A and car 2 at place B. And they travel like this in opposite direction. 1 hour. Time is 1 hour. 1 hour they have saved us. Okay? So how you have to make the equation C? In second start in opposite direction. Car 1 travels distance A. Suppose here they meet in opposite direction, they meet at this point. C may not be meet point anywhere but between A and B, opposite direction anywhere. So travels AC is equal to, yes, distance is equal to AC is equal to what? Speed into time. So car 1 speed is x and time is now 1 hour. So 1 into x is x kilometer. Okay? And for car 2 travels BC and BC is equal to D, distance is equal to speed into time. I have already explained you, speed is y, time is 1 hour, so y into 1 is y kilometer. So now second equation is what? AC plus BC is equal to 100. They have said us distance between two places is 100 kilometer. So you have to write like this. AB is equal to AC plus BC. AC I have find x and y, x plus y is equal to 100. Second equation. solving equation 1 and 2 by which method? Elimination method. So here you write solving equation 1 and 2 by elimination method. I write this equation like this. And here it is very easy. See, opposite signs are already there, so don't change the sign again. Already opposite side is there. So x plus x is 2x is equal to 120. Therefore x is equal to 120 upon 2. So 60. So x equal to 60. X speed 60 kilometer per hour. X equal to 60 kilometer per hour with the speed of car 1. Okay, and substitute x equal to 60 in any equation. I substitute here in equation 1. So y is equal to x minus 20. See, minus y goes on this side. So y is equal to x minus 20, that is 60 minus 20, and that is equal to 40. So y is equal to 40 kilometer per hour with the speed of car 2. So answer you write down. The speed of car 1 is 60 kilometer per hour. 1 hour it travels 60 kilometers. So 5 hours 300 kilometers it travels. So after traveling 300 kilometers and car 2 travel 5 hours, so 45 or 200 kilometers car 2. And both meets at